What's up guys, it's John with Iron Health. Today we're going to be talking about that fifth pillar of the squat, common movement faults. So in a high bar back squat, ideally we'd have that torso and nice and upright, knees tracking over the toes, breaking at the knees and the hips, and the whole foot stays on the ground. A really common fault that we see is someone going all the way down and then having those hips shoot up first, okay? So what does this mean? Number one, it puts a lot of stress on the extensors of the low back and the posterior chain. It usually is caused by weakness in the quads, okay? Because the quads are weak, you can't maintain that upright torso. So what do? You shift the weight back into the stronger muscles, so you start using your butt and your back as opposed to those quads in order to help you get that lift up. So guys, the second common fault that we usually see is a hip shift. So what does that mean? Greg's gonna be leaning to one side or the other as he starts to come up, okay? So this could be one of two things. Number one, it could just be a movement issue, so he's lacking some range of motion in, let's say, his right side, so he can't get into as much hip flexion on the right, so he shifts towards his other side in order to compensate and basically just stay connected with the ground. Another sort of compensation could be with a lack of strength. Let's say Greg has played soccer his whole life, he's a righty, he's always kicking with his right, so he could be shifting towards that right side because it's his stronger side. In order to address both of those, either we need to do some single leg unilateral work to address those weakness issues on one side, or we can go back in our previous squat pillars and address some of the range of motion issues in whether, it's the knee, the ankle, or the hip. Okay, give those a shot.